Of course, it is also UFC 312 fight week. A lot of comings and goings, and it's fun because they're down under. They're in Sydney, and you kind of just wake up to all this news. Everything is happening in the middle of the night. So, you wake up to Sean Strickland, just being Sean Strickland. Let me tell you something, you guys. No one enjoys these media days more than Sean Strickland, where he does the "you guys" bit, and he just he acts the part of the loose cannon, or he'll just spar with a fan. Like, no one enjoys this more. He acts like he doesn't enjoy it. He loves this. He relishes this. This is the one from
293
a few months back. Yeah,
I actually think it's the same guy.
Wow, good shout.
They look really similar.
But you know what I mean? Like he loves the "you guys" thing. You guys, someone give me some spicy questions. Let me say something controversial here. Let me talk about Hamza. Let me talk about Saudi Arabia. Let me talk about Bryce Mitchell. He wants no questions about the fight. He just wants to hold court. And then, as I said back in Toronto, he wants you to clip it off, and he wants to be known as this loose cannon. Because he actually said yesterday, clip that off and post it. Like, he wants this. And by the way, there's nothing really wrong with that, but like it's just amazing every time he acts like he doesn't want this, but he really does want it. You guys, let me tell you something, all right? Look at my mustache right now, and let me try to make you as uncomfortable as possible right now, all right? Let me just wax poetic here. Anyway, maybe there'll be a question or two about Big Sean. Let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
Big Sean the rapper?
No. Lex, hi, Ariel. There was some rumors that KSI's first opponent before Wainbridge was supposed to be Nate Diaz, but he pulled out. Do you know anything about this? Thanks. Were they talking? Yes. Did he pull out? I don't think that's accurate. Could it still happen? Yes. Was I surprised to hear it? Yes. Would I be surprised to see it come to fruition? To a degree, yes. This is very much not Nate Diaz. The Jake Paul fight was one thing, but then now you're fully down a whole different path. And I didn't think he would go down that path. Now there is money to be made, and you could say, okay, money to be made against lesser fighters, if you will. But there is a part of me that was surprised when I heard it was being discussed, and then ultimately when it didn't come to fruition, I thought, yeah, that's more like it. That's what I thought. So who knows? Maybe after the Danis fight, there's a rekindling of that idea. I have to say, I don't know if I'm surprised. I don't think I am surprised, but I did notice. I don't think there's much of an appetite for this KSI Danis fight at the moment. I saw a lot more negativity than maybe when the Danis Logan fight was announced, and maybe it's because of the Logan fight. Did you guys notice the same? I saw a lot of rolling of the eyes.
It's 100% because of the Logan fight.
Yeah.
The pre-build up to that had no visual of Dillon Danis in a boxing ring. It was all still a mystery. Then we saw it, and now it's kind of evaporated.
And by the way, as expected, getting personal off the bat.
Yeah.
But that even still doesn't hit quite the same because he did that and the fight was what it was. And so it's like, okay, this is all nothing.
Right. You know that even if it gets personal, the performance will not match the animosity.
Exactly.
Yes.
When the bark before the fight.
The illusion is gone. The mystique is gone. The mystery is gone. Now we just know we're getting not a good boxer against and also probably not that great a boxer.
Can he shock us?
Which one would be shocking? I'm not sure what the shocking outcome is.
If
it was a good fight, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
If he puts out KSI?
I guess I'd be shocked, but he's not.
I'd be kind of shocked.
I'd be shocked.
If he wins, that's a shock, right? Even if it's KSI?
No,
it's not a shock?
Neither.
Well, based on his first performance was so bad, it was awful. It was awful.
Yeah.
So I suppose it would be a shock to some degree, but
is KSI like a boxer you rate though, PT? Would you be is KSI the guy you go like, oh, if he beat him, I don't know.
No, but I feel like it's been signed because of the tumultuous kind of build-ups he brings to it. And look, that's what the influencer market's about to a large degree, how much noise you can make. And Dillon can certainly prove he could make a lot of noise outside of the ring if he was pretty silent in the ring that night, So I think, honestly, if you were why do you think he signed for this fight? It wasn't because KS was like, who's going to challenge me here? It's like, who can put the most asses in seats, who can cause the most chaos, and that's why you put Danis in there. As a sporting contest, I mean,
But before he was thinking Wayne Bridge.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That
Well,
put
Wayne
asses
Bridge
in
is a
seats?
controversial figure. He's
So that would put asses in seats. I'm obviously not familiar with Wayne Bridge's games.
well,
but-
everything. It was this. I don't want to go in on Wayne Bridge because he's had enough shit. But it was that whole situation: John Terry and his wife, and then his, the England team.
It
was a
sounds
big
like Wayne
national
Bridge
story.
versus Dillon Danis is the fight to make.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Golly, Lord help us.
like
Lord help
again,
us.
it was a controversy. Like we saw from the jump there, that's what KSI was going to sell it on. I'm going to talk all this shit about Wayne Bridge and John Terry being with his missus, and then Wayne Bridge was like, "Oh well, I thought I was boxing this
I'm
dude."
out.
Okay,
I
that's
thought
enough
we
of
were
that.
boxing. Yeah.
Craig, hi Ariel and crew. In this past week alone, we've seen Conor tweet racist abuse and the N-word, allegedly spit in somebody's face and send religious abuse to an Irish fighter who turned Muslim. My question is an echo of Petey's question last week. Why is nobody stepping in to say something here? Are we simply seeing the excesses of substance abuse, or are we seeing the uncovering of something that's always been there that people didn't want to see? All the best, Craig. I'm wondering when he says, why is nobody stepping in? Does he mean from his own team? Does he mean
That's
from,
what I said. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
well,
the
to be
people
fair to his
closest him.
team, like who knows who's stepping in? Like we don't know. Like if someone trying to stop him, if someone's trying to plan an intervention, if someone's trying to speak to him and he's not listening, like we don't know that. Clearly nothing's changing. Clearly nothing's getting better. But we don't know if anyone's trying to or not, right? I mean, that's a fair thing to say to his team, right, PT? How can we say why is no one? We're not in those conversations. It's not,
I think that needs to happen, though.
but how do we know that it's not happening?
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem to be reacting to any situation.
But that's two different things. Someone could be doing it and he could not be reacting. That doesn't mean they're not trying to. I don't know if they are or they aren't, but I can't answer. I can't say matter of factly that no one's trying to. I'm not speaking to his partner, to his parents, you know what I mean? But the point is, whether someone is trying to or not, ultimately it doesn't really matter. The end result is the end result, and it's these situations that are not good, that are offensive, that are going to get him into further trouble. You potentially spit in someone's face, they clock you. That's not a good thing. You know what I mean? So
we also have to acknowledge, like, even if somebody is trying to step in, let's say, right, we were creating a scenario. When somebody is as famous and as powerful as Conor McGregor, most of the time they're incentivized to have people who will not step in around them. Because if you do, they'll say, okay, I'm done with you. You're not around me any longer.
it's not easy.
And then
it's not easy.
your meal ticket is gone. So it's a very difficult thing for somebody to step in willing to say, I'm willing to end this relationship or sever this or severely damage this relationship at the benefit of the person involved. So it's a tricky, dicey kind of situation. I imagine there's probably people on his team and elsewhere who are like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be doing this, but what can they actually do? You know, it's kind of a powerless scenario. There will have to be a point where he will have to make a decision that this is not how he wants to proceed going forward.
Jack, what's the crack, lads? I need some advice. After having followed MMA for many years, I've never been to a UFC event until now. Me and a few friends have managed to get tickets to the upcoming UFC London card. What advice can you guys give me ahead of my first UFC? I've been to some smaller Bellator and PFL cards, but that's about it. And then there's something specific for PT here, but I'll save that for a moment. I mean, no advice, just take it all in. Go to the weigh-ins, go to the presser if there is one, be there for the first fight, don't miss anything, and just have a blast. There's not much else to it. And you will for sure have a blast. Specifically for PT, any chance we can borrow one of your private limos to take us to Dublin Airport ahead of UFC London?
Oh, I think it's being used that week, mate, unfortunately. But another bit of advice for the fight week, get tickets to the Cage Warriors card on the Friday there. It's usually a good one. And a lot of those guys end up on the UFC London card in a couple of years' time. So you can say you were there when all of the media didn't know who X was, etc. It's always been a card. The promotion that feeds into those UFC London cards, the card is full with Cage Warriors veterans, so that's always a good one to go to.
Irish lad, hello to all. Some over-unders for the crew. Oh, I love these. How many fights for the following in 2025? All right, 1.5 for Tommy Aspinall.
Under.
Yeah, I'm going under.
Under, yeah. So
1.5 for Ilya Topuria.
Under.
You know, if he gets an April, he could get a December.
I say over.
I'm taking the under.
I'll go
2 for Topuria.
I'll go 2.
I'm taking under
And
as
what
well.
about Aspinall for you, Connor? I didn't hear you.
I'm gonna say over as well.
Wow.
Whoa. What are the 2 fights for Tom Aspinall?
June, July. I said this on the prediction show. June, July.
Oh,
we
yeah.
fight John
All right,
Jones.
not happening.
MSG
All right.
main event.
No chance, June.
No
John
chance.
Jones. But
July?
well, okay. I guess if International Fight Week is June, right.
But
August?
Dana's kind of set the deadline for when things can be ironed out to summer now. So that would say to me that if the fight was going to happen, it's going to be a November, December situation.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All right. Conor McGregor 0.5.
Under.
Now, is he
Under.
talking about any fight or UFC fight?
That's fair.
Under.
Under.
I think under period.
Yeah, under. We're all under.
I'll go over, but if only if it's any fight. If it's some sort of
Under.
like
Any fight.
Khamzat 1.5.
No, hell no, under.
1.
Jesus.
Under.
The one. If
It's
you
like
could take a
Christmas
1
now.
exacta, I think that's a lot.
Yeah, let's bet on
He
that
fights
one.
for the belt.
By the way, bigger fight now: Khamzat Sean or Khamzat Dricus?
Hamzat Dricus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like Sean versus Hamzat like I get that he had some comments at the thing, but
Yeah.
like he would have said that if he was potentially going to fight Hamzat or not. Like he was just looking, to your point, he's just looking to say stuff at any given moment.
Yeah.
Dricus is really building like a middleweight legacy right now. People are really starting to get behind him and talk about him in rarefied air. That would be a much more significant win, and I think more people would care.
Yeah. Alex Pereira 2.5.
Under.
Oof.
I think we do 2
Yeah, these
this year.
two.
Yeah.
Two.
Under.
Yeah.
March and September.
Under.
Bonus question, and this is just for the boys in the back. How many
Oh.
new beefs will Ariel have in 2025? 3.5.
Now, does PT get included in this? We've had some dangerous territory.
What, me and
here.
PT having a beef?
No.
Is he
That
included
one
Included in
already?
the boys in the back, I'm saying. How many new beefs? What was the line?
3.5.
For the
Oh,
entire
come on.
year of 2025?
We're already in February. There's no new beefs.
That's an easy under. That's an easy under.
There are no new
This
beefs,
is,
yeah?
This is
Roch in 2025?
No, it was last year.
this is peace and love, Helwani. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Over
Under.
every time.
Under.
It's
Oh,
so exaggerated,
four?
this
Come
beef
on.
thing.
I
could
think
be
I'll
one
take
week.
the over too.
Wow.
All right.
All right. There's 2 right there. PT and GC.
But like, I mean,
With Helwani.
Helwani doesn't even come looking for the smoke. It comes looking for him.
It does.
And he's forced to retaliate. So I mean,
I couldn't
4.
agree more.
Don't
at least
start no
4.
stuff. Won't be no
Carl!
stuff.
Good to see you.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll take the under.
This is from Ryder. What's up, Ariel and crew? Getting away from the likely Ask Bryce Mitchell and Conor McGregor questions, do you have any update on 314 in Miami? Tapology has Pantoja versus Cara France on there. Is that a possibility? Honestly, I haven't checked in. I did hear some early talk of Topuria, but haven't checked in. I did see a report today regarding Michael Chandler versus Arman, but I'll say I reached out to both teams. I heard from one that said it wasn't true. I also saw Michael Chiesa say that it was fake news. Don't hate that idea. I still think Arman should be next. But I checked in. We got to be careful here. I checked in on that one, and there was a Robert Whitaker one that came out recently, the Caio Bohalio. And I checked in on that one, and they said not true. So I don't know what's going on. Let's see. But that one is coming up in April, and they usually have brought big fights. Topuria in Miami would make a lot of sense, in my opinion. If they're not doing it in Spain, that would make a ton of sense. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.